Good evening, everyone. Sorry for being absent on YouTube for the last few days. It's just been a very hectic week, and I want to do a recap of what we done, accomplished, and not accomplished. Monday was a crazy day in the office with our contractor. We had very important meeting about the numbers. You know, after we put everything together, the master plan, what we wanted to accomplish, we figured out that it was very expensive.
Why that we had 625 in the above numbers or a million in the above numbers.
We knew it wasn't going to be cheap, but you know, it's definitely back with 2 feet on the ground, and we are moving forward. So it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be expensive looking too. So, but yeah, we had a meeting, and as you can see here, it was part of it. And then the rest of the week has been raining, like one of the biggest rainstorms in the last few years. The rivers are close to flooding. We, as you all know, have a spring on property, and there's a small creek, and boats couldn't handle the water, so a lot of water came from over the roads, through the grass, through our roads, so over the roads basically, and washed a bunch of gravel away, and it's almost undrivable right now. So, and then we had the spring that was getting so much water that the pond kind of overflowed, and the creek that runs through our property, that is usually always dry, is overflowing too. All of a sudden, going, instead of under the bridge, it went over the bridge and damaged a bunch of stonework, damaged the road. So we haven't fixed it yet, but here you can see some images. So, yeah, the rain created some damage here. This was all filled up with water here. This is a creek that runs through our property. As you can see, this pathway is put together with stones, so it can't really float away, but it looks like the water took a bunch of trees down, and it's still running. Usually there's no water here. That creek usually is totally empty. The water from that creek usually comes from our area here. And then look at the color of the spring water. Turned like azul, bluish green. I don't know what that creates. I think maybe the algae and the amount of water that fell down. But yeah. So there's some damage here on the bridges. Basically the water went over the bridge. That stone wall came down. Check it. A lot of repairs to do. And then here, the road is destroyed from all the water, so definitely a lot of fixes to do, and learning a lesson for the future. So when we put a new road in, that the water should go below the roads and not over the roads, so it washes it away. So yeah, you can see it's pretty depressive, but we know now as well. I send all these images to our landscape designer too, and those problems should be resolved by just bringing the road up higher and putting pipes underneath. The the bridges that are bigger, but as well under the roads. There's a lot of that water that came from the main roads, not on our property, and that runs on our property. And then, our property is very hilly. So then it run instead of, because there's no other way to go to, it just runs over the gravel road and it washes everything away downhill to the creek. So, but yeah, with all the rain, it didn't stop us, Jose and myself, to pick up our tractor. So that was earlier this week as well. It was pouring rain, but we're happy to have our mini tractor back on property. Yeah, we're gonna pick up the tractor, pick up a trailer, then the tractor, then come back, and then the rest of the day work out of the office.
The rest of it I can't do.
No problem. Thanks, brother. See you in 4 hours. Hard to take videos when it's pouring rain all day, but we got this on the trailer and we're getting out of here. Let's go. Okay, we brought the baby home after 2 or 3 weeks. We missed it, so let's unload and then we go to the office. We haven't been able to use a tractor because it has been raining all week basically. And while I'm here in the studio or in the office, it's actually not raining, but we had a major lightning storm and rainstorm about an hour and a half ago. So it's not over yet, and I know some more is coming this week. The day after we went to cook, to prep in our catering kitchen for an event on, in DC. We catered to a European embassy somewhere in DC. Can't really say who it was for, but we cooked all day, got everything loaded up, and then we drove in the evening to the embassy and spent the evening there, small party. Very influential people, and everybody's aware that our inn is opening next year, so it's important to keep those people close to you, growing that network, because we will need every single one of them in the future. And for next week, we are planning the Jazz in the Garden on May 31st. It's our first it's not our first, but it's a larger public event. We sold about 35-40 tickets right now, and we have a cap on 50. with the rain, I don't want to take the risk of having a downpour and then being outside. So we want to make sure we can, if the rain plan asks for it, we will go inside in the manor house. So it's going to be beautiful as well. So, but yeah, next week going to be another hectic, busy week. And we are working now on the next phase. So in construction, they call it SD, as schematic design. We are in the phase DD, is design development, and that's basically to the point, put everything together in the plan, so construction teams know exactly what stone needs to go where and what bar needs to go where and all that stuff. We're gonna focus a lot more on design, interior design, and we are moving forward with multiple buildings on property as phase 1, and yeah, hopefully we're open somewhere in March, April, who knows? Who knows, it will get delayed, but we're getting through DD and then having permits for all the construction. So hopefully by September, the crew is on property to start building. And that's very exciting for me. We are working on catering as well to build up, and we are, you know, really focusing now more in the office on getting all the design and operation plans together, creating files, creating you know, structure in the development of the office, and running a company like that. You know, I really want to do it perfect and from the beginning as well, so we don't have to come back in the future and say we should have done this, you know. So we're really working with my years of working in other companies. I really learned that that's really key, you know, project management, but as well, yeah, structure for the future for the entire company. So it's easy when we are onboarding new staff that everything is in place, that there's a staff booklet to come on board and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, I tried to do another video tomorrow. Sorry again for being absent last week, but we are very excited for what's coming, and hopefully this rain is going away soon, because there's a lot more outdoor work to do, but it's really horrible to be outside right now. So let's go. See you all tomorrow. Bye.